Girls and Undescribed. No, that's not how I do it. Hey girls, guys, and Undescribed. It's your girl Felice, aka the Bipolar Beauty, and I am here for a get ready with me. So today we are going to be getting ready together. Okay, so I don't know what my camera situation looks like, and I don't know what the audio is going to sound like, but we are going to do this to the best of our ability. So I've been getting a lot of questions lately just about like mental health stuff. So we are going to talk mental health while getting ready. So I don't want to say what triggered this video, but what triggered or incited this video is that I'm about to walk into something that is a trigger for my bipolar, for my depression. So I would like to get this off my chest before walking into this and hopefully not be triggered later. So I think one important thing that you girls and guys and everyone has to realize is that there are triggers in life. It could be little things, it could be big things, but just know that there are triggers in life. Let's moisturize. So I'm going to use, oh, there's the label, Glow Recipes watermelon pink juice. Two squirts of that. So there are triggers in life that kind of just get you to be in a state that you weren't in before, followed by Mario Badescu's Rose Water Spray. Those triggers, like I said, could be something small, it could be something big, it could be something that you never thought about. I'm going to use, this came in my BoxyCharm box. I like to use this sometimes instead of using my Farsali Care Drops in liquid glass because those are $54 and these were not. And just so you know, the watermelon pink stuff actually does say sealing with an oil. So I'm going to show y'all what oil I seal in with. It's a sample. Just a heads up. So anyway, my trigger for today is going to be going to brunch with my foster mother and foster sister. Why is this a trigger, you ask? Because my foster mother put me out when she found out I was pregnant. More to that story, bitch, actually. But I just think all that happened between the two of us, all the trauma, triggers me to be depressed. Because it brings back the shaky teenage years and trauma from, you know, when you find out you're pregnant, it's supposed to be happy, joyous time. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the Biossance oil that I asked for a sample from Sephora. I don't know which one it is. It's the big bottle though. Whatever. I sealed in that with an oil. Then we're going to prime using Milk Hydro Primer today. How about get it right? Again, triggers could be people, triggers could be smells, triggers could be words. And again, any of those things can kind of just remind you of something and put you in a funk and you don't know what's going on. And that funk may be a depression, that funk may be over sexual activities, that funk may be just a number of things. And the biggest question I get asked is how I knew I was bipolar. I paid attention to my patterns and my behaviors, but mostly my patterns. I paid attention to when I got really sad. I paid attention to when I got really manic. I paid attention when I was on the in-betweens and normal. I just paid attention to myself. And that's something that we often forget to do. Because we're trying to be good friends, we're trying to be good daughters, we're trying to be good people, and we're trying to reach our goals, but we forget to pay attention to ourselves in the process. So it all started with my PMS. I would get really, really depressed around my PMS time. So I went to my regular physician and I told her this is what's going on. Whenever my period is coming, that week before, it's like all hell breaks loose. Today we're going to be, I'm sorry, that was the air spun setting powder. I actually use that to set and I use that to prep. Then I'm going to go in with Born This Way Too Faced foundation in Chai. It's my fave. Half a pump over here. Half a pump in Bazaar. Little. Then I want to go in with my NYX professional makeup. It's the tilted one. I don't know. I think it came with the Drops foundation that I hated. So that's just how my story started. Then once I got on, I think it was Prozac at the time, just to try to even out my moods, the antidepressant. Sure, why not? I need more. It's almost gone. Once I got on antidepressants, I did see just a slight difference. So my pattern or my prescription was a very low dose, and I only took it 2 weeks before my period. And then I went back to her and I'm like, hey, this is working. I'm noticing a difference. She says, okay, let's do it a little more frequently, just so it's in your system all the time and you don't have like withdrawal symptoms. So then we upped it to half of the dosage every day, and then the 2 weeks before my period I did a whole pill. Bam. Then let's fast forward to a couple of traumatic experiences later. Mama Bear was not herself. This was not me. It was kind of rough. All right, then we're going with Born This Way. It's a little mini one. Butterscotch. It's the concealer. So yeah, so fast forward to a couple traumatic experiences later. I went to see a therapist. Therapy was not something that was new to me because I was a foster kid, so therapy was kind of forced on us growing up. And then, so it wasn't something, like I said, that was new to me. It was something that I was used to, but it was something that was new to me as an adult. I went to bereavement counseling when my grandmother died, thanks to my foster madre. Convinced the therapist I didn't need therapy, but she did. Those were fun times. Anyway, so yeah, so I did go through therapy and I just told her what was going on. And some of the things that I noticed with myself was that, like I said in one of my previous videos, I was over sexualizing everything. Now granted, what happened to me kind of made sense for me to over sexualize myself, but no, I didn't like it. I was depressed. I would go from being depressed to being really, really happy. I'd be happy for like, it started as being happy for like days, and then days would get shorter and shorter to hours, and hours could turn into just an hour. I'd be really happy, and then all of a sudden, bam, depression came. So if you have symptoms like that, just journal when it happens. That's the easiest way to figure out what's going on with you, and it actually helps the therapist for when you finally do decide to go. We are going to blend this in. So that's just my journey to bipolar disorder diagnosis. Yay. So I actually kind of went in and told her that I thought I was bipolar just based on my manic episodes to my depression episodes. How I spent my money. It was freaking ridiculous. I would spend to make myself feel better, and then I wouldn't feel better. I would get like extra depressed because then I was flat broke. Again, I'm going to go back in with Air Spun, and I'm actually going to take, I need a little yellow, so I'm going to mix it with some of my Fenty Beauty in Honey. Girl. Mama better be working in the kitchen. So anyway, I'm going to stop saying that. I say that a lot. So anyway, I take a little bit I know it seems like a lot. I take a little first, and I press it into my skin. Then I go back and I bake. So if you think you have any like symptoms of bipolar, I highly suggest going online, just looking up like a little quick quiz or survey. Make sure it's something that's like kind of certified through like Psychology Today or something like that. Like, I don't remember which one I took. I'll see if I can find it. If I do find it, I'll share it later. But I'm going to do these brows and I'll be back. Okay, we're back. Brows are done. As good as they're gonna get. I like my brows on the thicker side. Sorry, I don't have brows in real life like that. I mean, I do, but I like my brows. Anyway, now on to my lids. We're gonna, of course, go in with our P. Louise 3 base. Finger first, because I have lash extensions, so it's a little hard to put it on without that. Gonna take a nice flat brush from Wet n Wild that I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm sure of it. Get a nice little amount on there. So anyway, I really just want all my guys and girls to be healthy, mentally and physically healthy. If you need to talk to me, hit me up on Instagram at the Bipolar Beauty. I take all DM messages very seriously. So if you need help, if you're in a funk, if you just need to talk, if you need some guidance, if you don't like your fucking therapist, excuse my language, let me know. I'll tell you how to get out of that too. I've had a therapist I didn't like before. A couple of them actually. You're not always going to like the first person that you get with. If you do, hallelujah, amen, you're blessed. I just had therapists that I did not care for. And I switched. I simply said, you have to address what you don't like in that therapist. You do have to be honest and tell them that is a part of something that actually helps you out throughout life. I don't know what palette I want to use today because I'm wearing like a burnt orange kind of color. Should I go in with these like I always do? I'm going to use our Juvia's Warrior palette. First, I'm going to go in with this really dark brown up here. Mino. And then we'll go around it, blend it out with Kano. And then I'll decide what I'm doing on my lids in a minute. So yes, you do not have to see the therapist that you have if you do not like them. That is a common misconception. Like, you do not have to have the same therapist if you don't like the hoe, you know? If it's not working, it's not working. Tell them. Get it out there in the open. Something that you have to work on in, like, life point blank period. And therapy is a very safe place to help you practice life communication skills. Believe it or not. A little on the sloppy side, girl. What's going on? So we're just going to blend Kano out with Mino. Or Mino out with Kano. Sorry, backwards. This side is not trying to blend the way I need it to. There we go. Then we'll take a little more Mino and we're just going to corner lid it, pat it in. Recut my crease. Only because we want that gold to pop. Get off the excess base because I'll mess up. Then I'm gonna go with the Home because I like that it's like a subtle kind of glitter. I want it to pop. So I'm gonna go with the semi-flat brush with the Home. Pop it on top of the base. Because it got lost. Then we are going to go ahead and we're going to take Amina. Or should I do Marami? I'm going to take Marami on another flat brush. And we're going to go for our inner corner leading to like our lid. There we go. Beautiful transition. Okay, there goes that. Now underneath the eye, I actually need to get this back out because I'm going to go back in with Mino to darken my under eye area. No, we're going to brunch, but we just need some definition. Lovely. Lovely. Let's dust off the dust. Where you wanna go, where you wanna go, where you wanna go. So let me just say, we're going up to eat with the fancy folks, the upper echelon people. So mama's face has got to be like, which one of y'all want to be my man? Which one of y'all want to be my man? Let's go ahead. We are going to take some of our Morphe Jeffree Star Strawberry Setting Spray. Just to set what's here in. And I don't like to look ashy before I contour. So, Cover FX. I'm pretty sure this came in a BoxyCharm box too. I use the contour. Take one of my little Tarte brushes, the flat little edged one. Dip it in, dab it off. Here. Dip it in, dab it off. Here. Forehead. All up in the laceal. I'll show you what I do when I got my nose. Bam. Take another Wet n Wild brush to blend out my cheek contour. Make it not so harsh, darling, not so harsh. Now a little blush. Kind of want something pinky pink, but we're gonna go in with our Ciate London and Burnt. Now, an amazing thing about how I got into makeup. There was this job I had working with, you know, hobnob, schnobnob, flop. And I wasn't this girl. Makeup. And long story short, they were like, yeah, you're pretty, you need to do it. You're pretty now, imagine if you wore makeup. So they were like, and it makes you feel better. And lo and behold, they were right. Then I have my Beauty Bakery Sweet Grace Baking Spray. I do that before I highlight because I like a dewy highlight. So we're going to go with our Maybelline Master Chrome in Molten Gold or Fondue. Shit is bomb! And then one more setting spray with Too Faced Hangover Primer. Then I draw on the moly moles. Because they make me feel fierce. Okay? Okay? If it's ever too much, I'll just go back in. Actually, I'm going to use almond because it's brighter. Clean up a little bit. All right, girls, so I need a lip. I'm gonna do clear gloss, so there's no need for you to stick around for that. Love you.